Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party costs $229 a ticket. For that price, you think that the mouse would let you sleep in the castle. He will not. Welcome to Mickey on Main Street. I am Sammy, and today I am going over absolutely everything about the 2026 party. What you're paying for, what's new this year, what to eat, and is it worth it? This year's party runs from August 7th through October 31st, Halloween night. This is the 31st year that Disney has done this, which I love because Halloween is the 31st year. The first one started in 1995. Tickets run from $119 to $229 depending on the date, plus tax. Obviously the first couple parties are usually the cheapest, and then closer to Halloween is like the most expensive. I'm sure Halloween is the most expensive. The first couple parties and closer to Halloween and around Halloween time are usually the fastest parties to sell out. That's because everybody wants to go on Halloween if they can. And then also, I think earlier ones do because of content creators, and then also like families trying to go to the Halloween party before going back to school. These parties sell out fast, so I think like whatever you see today could be different in an hour, could be different in a couple hours, will for sure be different by tomorrow, I assume. I know that Halloween Day has sold out within hours of the day that the tickets get released in the past. Annual pass holders and DVC members get a discount, $10 off, until October 2nd. After October 2nd, everybody pays the same price. $229 to watch skeletons dance? I'll take it. One real warning though is that they do sell out. So if you're thinking about going down around a specific date, I would really look into it and try to buy it as fast as possible, especially if you have like a bigger group, because it could be near to impossible to make it happen. In the past, I've literally bought a Halloween party ticket and then built the rest of my vacation around that. Here's what that ticket gets you, and every single one of these things is a party exclusive. You cannot see this stuff on a regular day. Mickey's Boo to You parade, which is one of my favorite parades ever that Disney has done, will do. Disney's Not So Spooky Spectacular fireworks with Jack Skellington is so fun and spooky and like a fun Halloween way, not a scary Halloween way. The Hocus Pocus Villain Spectacular show, I love this. I love it. If you know me, I am a Halloween spooky girl, but Hocus Pocus has always just been one of my favorite movies. Brand new entertainment and a trick-or-treat trail with 13 stops. 13 locations to trick-or-treat. There are character meet and greets that you won't find on a normal day. A few special ride overlays. And this part is worth knowing. There's noticeably lower wait times for rides because there's a hard cap on how many tickets can be sold for the party. Here's my actual advice on that last part. Don't treat this as a normal day if you're like a ride heavy person where you are going on attraction back to back to back. There's so much exclusive shows and meet and greets and things to do during this party that I would say like you can't even do it all within the hours that they give you, which low-key I hate, but whatever, Disney. You gotta pick your favorites and go after it. I would say, of course, go on rides if you want to go on rides, but I would definitely check out like shows and the parades and the fireworks and all that, because you're not gonna get this any other day. And I'm saying this because I've done that. I've done it where I have gone to the parties and I love rides so much. It doesn't matter how long I was there for vacation. It's like I just kept going on rides and on rides and on rides, and then I realized like I missed so many cool things. Okay, let's talk about costumes. Dressing up is honestly half the fun of this party. It's one of the only nights adults can dress up, because on normal regular days, adults are not allowed to dress up because they don't want you acting or people assuming that you are a cast member. So what a lot of Disney adults will do is they'll do bounding, which is like wearing that character's color palettes, but you cannot like dress up in full gown as Cinderella, because then somebody could be like, that Cinderella sucked. She was rude to me. Just don't do it. But at the Halloween party, you can dress up however you want. But they do say that they still don't want you taking pictures with people like that and signing autographs and having them assume that you are a cast member. On normal park days, 13 and under can dress up. So a little girl could dress up like Tiana if she wants to. There are rules to this party with the costumes, when it comes to the costumes, that I think that it's important that you know, because it would absolutely suck to pay this kind of money, plan a vacation, buy the costume, spend hours putting this all together to get to the door and be turned away. One of the rules is if you are 14 and up, masks are not allowed. You cannot wear masks. 13 and under, they can wear masks, but you need to be able to see your eyes, and it can't just like cover your whole face. They also want costumes that aren't dragging on the floor. Like capes have to be like at your waist and up. You can't have weapons or anything that looks like a weapon or gore. It should be like family friendly. A lot of people there, they do Disney characters. You'll see other things too, but like normally they're Disney characters, family friend. Also, heavily layered costumes are very discouraged. You're going to probably be stopped by security. It's going to be a whole thing. I would recommend not doing it if you can. Now let's take a look at the cast members' new costumes. So cast members always get costumes that are different than their normal park day costume wear. And this year they decided to change it up, and it's creating a stir in the community. This is the old costume. Bright yellow, orange, green. This is the new costume. Honestly, I get the dark, spooky ambiance, and if I was a cast member, I would prefer this, to be honest. But good luck finding them in the crowd. I think the functionality and finding cast members, which is I think the point of them being so bright before, is has gone away. Let's talk about early entry. So you get to go to the party at 4 p.m. The party starts at 7 p.m. and a lot of people don't get that you get to go at 4 p.m. You can use these 3 hours to your advantage. I would not recommend eating. If you want to eat, I would eat before you even come to the park, and or wait for the party exclusives, because they got food and snacks and all the stuff that they don't sell during the normal day. I get having picky eaters and whatnot, but to go to the parks for basic food that they have all the time and then that's just not my advice. I would take this time to ride rides, not the ones that are gonna have the party overlay, and then also maybe like sneak into like a meet and greet. What's new for the 2026 party? Disney's made a few changes when it comes to the party. Stitch has a Masquerade costume swap party at the stage over in Tomorrowland. Stitch, Lilo, and Angel come out with costumes and a trunk, and they are swapping their costumes every few minutes, so every time you pass by they'd be dressed differently in a new costume, which is very fun. It is Captain Jack's Buccaneer Bash. This is a group of pirates that are over by Tortuga Taverns, the stage area, across from Pirates of the Caribbean ride, where they're singing live sea shanty, and they're interacting with the crowd and doing pure pirate entertainment. There is a third thing where the Boo to You parade, they have it at 8:15 and 11:15 now. Times might change at later dates, but just keep that in mind. This party brings out characters that you don't see on normal day to day, a normal day at the park. They're not there. Some of them are, but they're different. We'll get into. So there's Jack and Sally. I've never seen them anywhere else besides this party. If I were you coming in, I believe that when you come in early at 4:30 or at 4, that their line starts at 4:30, and they are heavily wanted. Like, their line gets so long during the party. The number one thing would be to get in Jack and Sally's line as soon as it starts. Because to knock that out before the party even starts, you're already getting party exclusive things before it happens. Mirabelle and Bruno. However, Mirabelle is in the parks normally, like here and there. So this isn't technically party exclusive, but Bruno is. Ariel and Prince Eric, except Ariel normally is in the park as a mermaid. At the party, she has a dress on. So this is human Little Mermaid Ariel. Friends with Winnie the Pooh. So Winnie the Pooh and Tigger and the rest of them, they all normally do, you know, you could get photos with them and they do meet and greets. But during the Halloween party, they're in costumes. So I believe like Winnie the Pooh is like a bee. Lady Tremaine is there with Anastasia and Drizella, which those two are normally at the parks as well. But Lady Tremaine is not. And then Friends of Aladdin, Donald and Daisy, Friends with Alice in Wonderland, Chip and Dale, although Chip and Dale are in costumes usually as well. And then Gaston and Pluto. My recommendation is doing characters that you'll never see first, if like character meet and greets are your thing. So what I would recommend is to do, I'd probably do Gaston. Because he's usually like a Disneyland person, and he seems like the most fun meet and greet ever. Like, he's hilarious. And then, of course, Jack and Sally, because how fun. And also, last year, Jack got an update on his whole face. So he looks awesome now. Now, character meet and greets during the party can have a very long line. And if you want to skip that but still see characters, I would go to the dance parties, because you will see them dancing around, joining the party, or like how you see Stitch on stage. And it's not like a 2-second thing. You're going to be with them for a while. Now we're going to be talking about the popcorn buckets, the famous popcorn buckets. I think normally it's like a bucket or two, but this year there's like a few buckets and sippers. We are going to be talking about these popcorn buckets and sippers and where to get them. This year there is a Headless Horseman popcorn bucket from, if you ever saw the Sleepy Hollow cartoon, sometimes it was like in combination with Mr. Toad. This is one of the coolest popcorn buckets I've ever seen. I love me. This is going to be at the popcorn stands that are on the sides of Cinderella's castle. So like if you're straight on by where Walt's statue is, there's one on the right or left, like heading towards Tomorrowland. You'll see it. It's kind of like a little bit off. It's like if you were heading towards Mad Tea Party. You'll see the popcorn stand. It's going to be there. As well as another one, which is the Hatbox Ghost from Haunted Mansion. I love me some Hatbox Ghosts because I love Haunted Mansion. These are limited to 2 per person, just so you know. There is a Winnie the Pooh honeybee sipper, which is going to be at Pinocchio's Village House, which is behind the castle by the carousel. There is a Vampire Mickey Mouse bucket, which is going to be, I believe, at all 4 parks. I think that the one that's at Magic Kingdom is the one in Liberty Square. So it's going to be like right across from where the Liberty boat used to be. There is a Stitch Mummy bucket. This is going to be at the 2 water parks. And I believe some location in Disney Springs. Then there's the Pluto Skeleton Sipper. This was a sipper from last year. I remember because I tried to get it. And here's the thing about the popcorn buckets and the sippers. These are sold out sometimes like halfway throughout the party. Like I didn't want to carry it around. So I was looking for the sipper everywhere to match like my skeleton Mickey that I got in past years. And it was sold out so early into the party. I was in shock. So if this is important to you, make sure you grab those right away. They're usually like between, I think they're around like $28. Now let's talk about Halloween party exclusive snacky snacks at Casey's Corner, open until midnight. It's at the end of Main Street. They have Chipotle barbecue pork and street corn french fries. There's Chipotle barbecue pork and street corn hot dog, Chipotle barbecue pork and street corn mini dogs, and the Headless Horseman treat. Main Street bakery menu, they got Mickey cinnamon roll, Mickey shaped cheesecake. At the Plaza ice cream parlor, they have pumpkin sundae. And at the Plaza restaurant, they have a devilish crispy chicken sandwich, skull meatloaf, phantom pecan caramel cheesecake, goblins and ghoulies. At Anti-Gravity's Galactic Goodies, they have a candy bowl sundae and a cauldron cold brew. That looks delicious. At the lunching pad, they have creepy kimchi hot dog, jalapeno popper hot dog, Hades cake pop, which I believe is a crowd favorite, and ghoulish blue raspberry slushy. At Cosmic Rays Starlight Cafe, they have fantastic garlic butter burger, sweet and spicy chicken strips, mini witch hat, and Oogie Boogie slushy. At Cheshire Cafe, they have a Queen of Hearts tart. At Storybook Treats, they also have the Queen of Hearts tart and Ursula cone. At Friar's Nook, they got Bowl of Bones, Buffalo Chicken Hand Pie, Haunting Jalapeno Tots, and Not So Poison Apple Donuts. At Be Our Guest Restaurant, they have Beef Short Rib, the Forbidden Rose, an Apple Cider Margarita, and Castle Fog. Cinderella's Royal Table, they have Chicken Cauldron, Beef Short Rib and Kraut, Supernatural Shrimp, Creepy Cheesecake, Pumpkin Spice Margarita, and Violet Spectre. Pinocchio's Village House, they got Cruella Cookie Sandwich, Fra Diavolo Chicken Sandwich, Fansamal Fried Pumpkin Ravioli, Undead Garlic Parmesan Strips, and Scary Ghost Slushy. At Columbia Harbor House, they have a s'mores cup, which is adorable. At Liberty Square Market menu, they have a magic portion slushy. At Sleepy Hollow Refreshments, they got Doom Buggy dumplings, Graveyard Hot Chicken and Waffle, and Hatbox Ghost Pop, as well as a pumpkin spice funnel cake sundae. Pecos Bill Tall Tale Inn has Cursed Cowboy Fries, Frightful Black Bean Burger, Buzzard Wings, Skullicious Cake, Pumpkin Patch Mini Churros, and Guava Lemonade Slushy. Golden Oak Outpost, they have Cajun Crawfish Sausage Poutine, Beignets from Beyond, and Hot Honey Lemonade. Aloha Isle Refreshments has Dole Whip Mango and Chamoy Float. And the kids have a menu for themselves as well that I will throw up on the screen. Let's talk about Photo Pass because there are party exclusive magic shots here. You can find them at Main Street, around the castle. Pulling this all together, one of the lower price nights, I definitely think this is worth it. I mean, if you can pull it off, I think that it is worth it at least once to try it and see if it's your thing. I think the low wait times plus running around and getting snacks, being able to see like the special characters, parades, and castle shows and fireworks, like to me it's worth it. I love this party. Let me know if you plan on going, or if you have been, or if you went to this one already, or what you think of the changes. See ya on Main Street.